Lace 'em up, let's start the show. We're digging in with Trip. 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 We're digging in with Trip today, yeah.
Well, a lot of really good. Well, first of all, say hello to this legend. Yeah, my man, the great Frank. And he is part of the consultation for the Dig In Player of the Month. And we had some really good candidates in the month of October, didn't we, Frank? Yeah, we did. But ultimately, really, Frank pushed me on this, but it was pretty darn absolute, don't you think, Frank? Marty Necas, the October Dig In Player of the Month. He earned the shovel, didn't he, you legend? Yes, he did. And we're going to present that shovel to Marty Necas, who just got a dog himself, momentarily, thanks to the great people at Casual Elegance Designs. Oh, yeah, Frank. Yep, he loves Casual Elegance Designs. Creating, designing, putting together interior spaces that speak to you. Oh, the great Lori Moscato. Casual Elegance Designs. They just actually did my master bathroom and did just a marvelous job. Casual Elegance Designs NC.com. Oh, hang on, Frank. We're about to wrap this right on up and get into Marty Necas. Social media at Casual Elegance Designs. So, Frank feels adamant about this. I absolutely agree with my wingman. The October Dig In Player of the Month, Mr. Marty Necas. Well, there's been a slight delay because I was fighting. I had to dig in and fight a virus. But Marty, very proud of you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Did you ever earn that shovel as the Player of the Month in October? Way to go.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
It's an honor.
Well, hey, listen, you earned every bit of it. And I think what I want to talk about is you came out of the gate. You and your Rotonsky, Andrei Svechnikov, the chemistry, and what you do in the summer is so central to how you start the season. Let's start physically. I mean, what was your approach physically this summer, and what do you think you accomplished?
It's been good because I was, this summer I was healthy all summer, so I was, obviously training a lot at the beginning, lots of running and this kind of stuff to get my conditioning good, and then, doing, lots of strength at the gym as well, trying to, get a little stronger on upper body as well, which, kind of could help me in those little bottles and this kind of stuff. So I think that was the key for me in the summer, and yeah, it's been a great summer.
I think it was, speaking of the summer, I was at the grocery store in Pure, Michigan. I'm going to make you an honorary Pure Michigander. You've earned it. And we were texting back and forth. It might have been when you signed your contract.
Yep.
You were excited that I was coming back. And, the old line, Marty, if you have a foot into yesterday and a foot into tomorrow, you have no chance at today. Well, the truth is, the line, my mom hates this word, that if you have a foot into today, a foot into tomorrow, you're pissing all over yourself today. And what has impressed me is you've grown from the past, but you are living in the moment. Can you maybe talk about maybe last year, what it taught you, and how you let it go, but also grew from it?
Yeah, I mean, it was a obviously tough year for not just the team because we got out in the playoffs, but especially for me. I was struggling quite a bit at sometimes, and I just couldn't get myself going to be consistent and be good. Some games I was good, some games I was not good, and then when it came at the end of the season, I was kind of the slump, and for the summer I was like, before the summer training after vacation, I was like, I'm excited to work hard this summer and get myself ready so I can prove everyone that I'm way better than I was last season. And just obviously you don't try to read anything, but you see people want you to get traded and this kind of stuff, and I wasn't really thinking about that. Whatever would happen, and I'm super happy that it happened this way. That I stayed in Carolina, and just got me so motivated to be my best this year and try to show it.
Mentally, the mental approach and self-belief is, hey, it's as important as the physical tools, if not more so. You've done some work on that. We all strive to. What have been the biggest things that you think have been part of becoming as mentally tough as you want to be?
I think just the way to be ready for every game. You have, obviously, first couple of games you're always, dialed in because you're excited for the season, and then kind of, if something's not going your way, you just gotta get over it and don't think about it. Play, if you have a bad shift, just maybe have one bad shift, and then you go on the ice again, and you just don't think about it. Play your game, and be consistent. Which that's what I was trying to achieve this summer, to work on it way more, because I never really used to. And it's super important, and that's kind of one of the things that I figured out in the summer.
What are the tools, what are the things you work on that build that ability to let go?
Just, even before the game, just like prepare yourself in your head for the game, kind of like visualize whatever you're going to do on the ice, which I'm pretty sure lots of guys do, and I was, before I never really done that. I mean, I always, think I'm gonna score, but it's not just about that. It's all about the overall game, and that's one of the things that I kind of started doing this season, and felt more comfortable with.
Two-time guest, our mutual friend, Johnny Isner. I'm going to go to the realm of tennis for a second, because you love the sport and you love Rafa Nadal. Aside from his physical gifts, mentally, compete-wise, when you look at Rafa Nadal, and if you ever met him and spent time with him, what things do you admire most in his fight, his compete, and what would you ask Rafa Nadal if he was sitting in the seat that I am right now?
Well, I'm not sure about the question, but if you just look at him, how he plays, how he behaves off the court, on the court, it's just, he's in every kind of way, for me he's the best player, best tennis player. Just the athlete he is, it's unbelievable. He works really hard. He never gives up on the match, which sometimes it's hard, but for him, he always battles, even though he's not doing sometimes well, and that's the one thing that inspires me so much about him, or from him, and he's always been number one for me.
Yeah, I mean, what a player, and longevity.
Yeah. We
were in Seattle in October. You were rolling, and I saw you and Andrei Svechnikov and Jesperi Kotkaniemi come down, my old captain of the American League, Jeff Daniels, and he had the computer that out, and after I said to him, I said, well, what are the three amigos doing? He said, you know what the best part is? Svech, Nagy, they're calling for these video sessions because they want to be trusted, they want to be complete. And I thought last night, as we taped this, and you had to be tired, long second period change against Edmonton. I thought you had your best defensive shift in the National Hockey League. Maybe talk about, the points are fabulous, but the defensive part of it, because I see you making a huge difference there too.
Yeah, I mean, with those videos, just when you look at it by yourself at your shifts, you kind of look at your game, and when you look at it as a whole line, as me, Swedge, KK, we play most of the time together. We just kind of trying to figure out that, if the puck is in a corner, where we go, how we find each other, then it's kind of automatic after, when we talk about it many times, and when you see it on the video and you kind of talk about it. So I think that's a big part of successful lines and good teammates, and yeah, we've been working on it for sure. And yeah, the defensive play was against McDavid, so I was just trying to.
You were outstanding.
I was
you
just
had
trying
to be exhausted.
Yeah, I was just trying to stay with him, and especially the beginning of the period, I was there for so long because we had PK power play, and then I was just like, see him skating around. I was like, oh my God, just put me on the bench. But yeah, it was a good thing that he didn't score, and we made not a bad play there.
Well, oftentimes when you get physically tired, your brain gets tired.
Yeah.
And that's what I admired about it. Your brain was still going before you finally got off. One more question on the mental toughness. The game a couple of nights ago in Florida, you didn't win the game, but I'm starting to see you confident in the face-off circle. Of course, you've been in center for the majority of your life, and things didn't go well for you initially in the first period, and then you started to dig in and dominate. Maybe speak about that. How did you build a game that night in the dot? Because that's digging in, big guy.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough. I remember I was probably 0-5, and I couldn't win a draw. And especially, we're a big team about face-offs. Obviously, Roddy was probably the best face-off guy ever. So, when you see you lose few, you're kind of thinking, okay, now I gotta go. I gotta win a couple. And then I just tried to change it a little bit, the approach of the face-offs for the second and third, and I was happy that I started winning some, and unfortunately we didn't win the game, but some games like that happens, but it was a great bounce back yesterday.
Sure was. That was a very positive, mentally tough facet of your game, even in a loss. Before I let you go, you're one of ours. I mean, think about Edmonton last night. I think about your first game in 2017 against the Edmonton Oilers. You're a drafted and developed Hurricane. The fact that, whatever the rumor mill was, but the Hurricanes have stood behind you. Your teammates love you. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, we're just like a big family here. I love everything about this team, this city. Just when I started with the fans, they've been, when I got drafted, it changed so much in those 5-6 years. The fans right now, they're, I would say, top 3 in the league for sure. When you come to our rink, it's tough to play against that, and just the teammates and staff and everyone. It's we're having fun. It's a great team. We have such a we're so close to each other, not just with the players but with the coaches as well, with you guys, and it's been fun. I'm happy I stayed here, and it's exciting.
Okay, a couple lighthearted things before I send you on your way. You and our fellow Bertansky, Svetch, KK in on this too. You guys have gotten me into these sneakers, okay? And now, I mean, they're killing me because there's no width to them.
Oh yeah.
What do you think of these?
I think they're beautiful, man. I can tell that they're a little, they're not as comfortable as the other shoes, but they're looking good.
What about, we're going to see our boy Pietro Mrazek on this trip. These, do you think that this is better going? Most of them you tuck the laces in. What do you think about these? Should we go laces out or laces in?
I usually wear laces out, but maybe they should be just a little bit shorter than they are right now. But I think I like it. I don't mind it like that.
Well, I know shorts. You finished off your Player of the Month on Halloween in style. So you said you were tired in that long second period shift against McDavid and company. We just got to Denver. Hey, if you need a little juice, I want to give you Halloween. You finished it. A nice Reese's peanut butter cup.
Thank you, brother.
Hey, keep it up, Buttercup.
I will.
Get in here.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you keep.
We're digging in with Trip today, yeah. Today, yeah. Today, yeah. Today.